The following portion of Ozarks Fox AM is sponsored by James Home Decor. Finding the perfect furniture has never been easier here at James Decor. All you have to do is come in and talk to one of the amazing designers like Allison, who can help you. So good to see you.
So good to see you. Thank you.
Oh, goodness gracious. I love furniture. I love design. And finding that perfect piece,
yes,
you can help with that.
I can. So today I want to talk about sofas. Because if you think about your sofa, it is the one piece of furniture that everybody has to love. They all sit on it. We all do everything on that sofa, watch TV, eat, sleep, that afternoon siesta.
Yes.
So when you kind of go out and say, I need a sofa, we really need to analyze what that sofa is going to do. And it also has to fit the style of your home.
And another thing, scale. Because every room is different.
Everyone's different. You may have a big room, you may have a small room. So the manufacturers have kind of put together a plan for us that we can personally select a sofa for you to make it unique to what you need.
Okay, you know what I'm hearing though? I'm hearing custom.
Correct.
And then that in turn makes me think expensive.
Correct, and that's what I want to pull that kind of conversation differently.
Okay.
Take the word custom out and put the word personal in. Because personally, the manufacturers have said, you tell me what you want. You tell me the size. You can go from 72 to 101.
Oh, wow.
You can make it a sofa, you can make it a sectional. If you have really tall people, you get extra deep seats.
Yes.
Shorter people need a little shorter, obviously. You can see how we're sitting.
Yeah, like we're sitting away, but
absolutely.
You could sit back and then...
Correct.
Yeah.
We can change that. We can change the arm. This looks very contemporary, mid-century modern. What if you want traditional with a rolled arm? You can do that.
And what about the firmness of this, like the cushions too?
All the cushions can change. All the arm, we talk about arms, we got 22 choices.
Oh, wow.
22 for arms. We can talk about fabric, okay? Let's say you like to eat on your sofa.
Yeah.
You're gonna wanna have fabric that I call the Krypton or the Superman of fabrics, okay? That manufacturer has put everything in there that you need, that you can eat, sleep, and your pets can sleep on it. It's wonderful.
That's important to me. And I love all the details, like with even the finishes.
Yep, you can even do a white. You can change your finish, change your fabric, change your pillows, change the depth, all of that. And I have several sofas on the floor that I can kind of walk you through all the different choices.
I want to see more options.
Okay, let's go.
Allison, look at this beautiful sectional.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh, wow, and so comfy.
And it's comfortable. But as you notice, you still got the wide arms. It's a very traditional kind of layout. You've got what I call the L shape. But let's say you want to have a chaise. Let's say you want to have a rolled arm. Maybe you want a corner piece to kind of round out that square. All of those options are available.
And could you make this side like 3 and this side 2?
You sure can.
So really, if you have a big room, you could put a big sectional.
You can make it as big or as little as you want. We can add all those components to it. We call it sectional because you're buying it in sections, but maybe change that to selectionals.
Selection.
Yeah.
Look at you with all the new terms I'm learning today. Personalized and selectional.
And selectional.
And you have one over here too that I love.
Let's go
Can we take a look
at
at that one?
Okay.
Because you brought us some great points about the different cushions. And so this is like a, what do you call it, 2 cushion?
So this is a 2 cushion, and what happens here is sometimes you have 4 people that want to sit on this sofa.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this is an 82 or 88-inch sofa. You could get 4 people on here, but no one's going to be sitting in the middle.
Nobody's going to sink down between the cushions.
Correct. So if you have a smaller space, but you really want everybody to sit on it, then pick a 2-section cushion so that everybody has their own cushion size and not in the middle.
I'll be honest with you, I always lean toward the 3 cushion because that's the reason.
Right.
But I didn't know about the 2.
Didn't know about the 2.
And the longer.
Correct, and you can make it longer.
Oh wow, this is amazing.
Your
Game
arms
changer.
here are thin. You also have nail head here.
Right, which you can either put on or take away.
Correct. You can take that away. If you don't like the nail head, tell me that. I'll take it off.
Okay, can I see another option?
Yeah, let's go over here.
Oh, Allison, I love this traditional sofa.
It is. It's beautiful. But also, if you notice, it's curved.
Yes, why is that?
Yeah, so it's a conversation sofa. This is still in the same lineup of personalized, meaning that if you're kind of have more of that traditional home and you really want to have, you have a great big fireplace and you want to have 2 sofas, big round ottoman, you put a curved sofa and it just has that really nice warm feeling. Notice the rolled arms, they're not track arms, they're rolled. We can put a foot on this or we can put a tailored skirt on this if we need to. You can add nail head if you want that. all of this is available in the same lineup as what we just saw. Yeah.
There are so many great options, and we don't want you to feel overwhelmed because they're here to help you. That's what they're going to do. They're going to pick that perfect look, the fabric, everything that fits your family, your needs, your day-to-day life. So if somebody wants to come in and talk to you and find out about personalized furniture, should they just stop by?
They can stop by. They can just walk in and ask for me. They can call, schedule an appointment. I'm happy. Any designer here is also available to do that as well.
Every designer I've met is amazing. I love they all have their kind of different styles. You know, this is now since this kind of reminds me of Grandma's house. Do you mind if I just take a quick little?
There you go. Just take a little nap.
Oh, I feel so cozy, guys. We'll see you at James Decor.
Happy to help you.
And look who's here. Allison is here. Allison, Davey, so good to see you.
Nice to see both of you. Thank you.
We learned so much. Maddie and I were both just
I know. I'm
glued.
like, that's what you mean by a rolled. Okay.
Yep.
So what have you brought for us today? Because I love the idea of the floor plan and knowing what's going to fit your space.
Correct. And you mentioned something about scale. And that really is what I kind of want to focus on. Two things today. How we can space plan a room and also about the Krypton fabric.
Okay.
So I have 6 different layouts of the same room. And all of this is available. You can bring your measurements in, you can bring your pictures in, or we can go to your home. We can put this scale drawing together for whatever your needs are. But this is the same room, and I have designed the furniture 6 different ways.
Wow.
So it really depends on, what you need. So if you need a sectional, I can do a sectional. I can create the size of it, the shape, all the different components that go into that sectional. Let's say you want 2 sofas. That's what the bottom one is, 2 sofas in the room. You can have them facing each other. You can have them kind of at a right angle. So everything on these floor plans, this one is 1 sofa, a couple chairs, just because you have maybe a little bit, not as much furniture that you need. So that's kind of what we do. We can do this in the store. If you bring your measurements in, we can space plan that in the store for you. I like to go to people's homes just because I feel like a lot of those options we have feels kind of like, oh, that's overwhelming to me.
For sure.
Like I have no idea how many arms to choose. So, if we go to your home, those decisions are so easy for us as designers. We just kind of check all those boxes off. And you as a consumer they don't have to do that.
Right. And can you tell me about this fabric too?
So this fabric, we talked about the Krypton, which is that Superman of fabric. So I'm gonna do a science experiment.
Okay.
I know all my professors are so happy that I did listen in science class, but I did. So this fabric is designed to make sure that you can live, eat, and be on it. So I'm gonna
spill.
I'm gonna spill. I'm gonna spill. I'm gonna do
Look
the
at
spill.
that.
See how it rolls around?
Oh my God.
See how it allows you to adjust. It allows.
Oh gosh, that's
that.
run
I know.
away.
It's like I want to like
It's
grab
runaway.
it. It looks like a little ball.
It does. So what they've done is they've kind of put all the components you need in that fiber in its infancy stage, so that this liquid just stays on top. So you can go to the kitchen, and you can.
Just dab it off.
Blot. Don't rub. Because what happens when you rub is you're not rubbing it into the fibers, you're rubbing it between the fibers. And that's what's going to make you have a stain. Now, Maddie, feel how soft those are. See, I spilled all the way off.
Water. Yeah.
See how
Well, the water was
soft that
rolling
is?
off the
It
fabric.
was. But you can see how soft they are. Sometimes people think, well, it's going to be really stiff when they put all that stuff in, but it's not. It's really soft.
Very, very silky
So
smooth.
that's the Superman of fabrics.
That is amazing. So dab, do not rub.
Dab,
And if you
dab,
want
dab, dab.
that personalized look, that personalized furniture, they can assist you and help you make all those hard choices. Allison, so good to see you.
Oh, it was fun. Thank you
We'll
for
see
having
you
me.
at James Home Decor. This is fun.
All right, you guys, we'll be back with our results from our question of the day. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
The preceding portion of Ozarks Fox AM was sponsored by James Home Decor.